Well, if you know that sound, you know it's time for another Alex Garrett Podcasting. There are two major political events in 2 days that I'd like to talk with you about. Firstly, I kind of love The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple theme song. How about this one for you? You're going to have President Joe Biden in Kentucky with Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell praising the omnibus bill. Let me say that again. President Joe Biden will be in Kentucky with the Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, and I believe Lexington later today. What is that about? What is Biden? Is McConnell stumping for Biden in Kentucky? What's going on there? We'll have to figure out that story. But tomorrow is even more interesting because although I think he will get it, there is a bit of a race that's headed toward the House floor tomorrow, and that race is for Speaker. And there's a camp of never Kevin versus only Kevin. That's how divided the GOP, although maybe slightly divided, not entirely, but that's how divided we've become, where there are different camps over the Speaker race. Never Kevin, Kevin McCarthy, versus only Kevin, Kevin McCarthy. And to me, I hope that, maybe Steve Scalise pulls off an upset. I really do. But here's my most hopeful thing, because you get around this time, later in the week is going to be the January 6th anniversary, 2 years already, which is mind-blowing. But you get around this time and you think about January 6th, tomorrow's January 3rd. All I ask for, whoever it is, that'd be a peaceful speaker's race tomorrow. No shenanigans, no Trumpers, Trump influenced people trying to storm the Capitol again. Look, it sounds outlandish, but it's happened once. These people are, the extremists are crazy. And so I hope that tomorrow the Capitol is guarded up for this race. I hope it's not a dramatic situation like it was 2 years ago. I hope there are no shenanigans for the speaker's race. But I want to tell you how Kevin McCarthy gets the speakership. He needs 218 votes needed. And, I think he'll get it. I don't think he has a viable... I think Scalise is viable, but I don't think he's going to get that many supporters. There was at one point Jim Jordan that might be taking off his jacket and running for speaker, But overall, I think tomorrow, when the day is done, if there are no shenanigans, Kevin McCarthy will be the next Speaker of the House. And it's interesting because he's not the majority leader. He was not elected majority leader. Steve Scalise was. And I guess it has to happen that way if he's going to become Speaker, as it's obvious an elevation. But nonetheless, I hope that an upset occurs tomorrow. I don't think it will. But I would love to see a Steve Scalise or even a Jim Jordan trying and wrangle 218 votes away from McCarthy. Because in my view, I still see him as establishment. I don't see him as changing the guard at all. I really don't. But however it may go, all I pray for is peace tomorrow. And we'll follow up also on this whole Biden going to Kentucky to hang out with, if you will, Mitch McConnell. I mean, what is going on with that? If you're a Republican, do you even want to be seen in the same room as Biden at this point? Because it damages your political career anyway. Although maybe McConnell feels he's just so safe that he could do whatever he wants. Like go to Ukraine unannounced and just kind of like fly off the radar here as things were falling apart earlier last year in 2022. But those are the two big headlines to me. Tomorrow, there's going to be a new Speaker of the House. I'm pulling for Steve Scalise, but I'm not necessarily never Kevin. I just think it's funny that it truly is a never Kevin versus only Kevin matchup. And I think the only Kevin fans will prevail. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon. This has been your first 5-minute fix of 2023. More to come on Alex Garrett Podcasting.